I've gone rogue, y'all. I've gone 100% rogue. Those of you who are familiar with my channel and seeing this video, you're probably going, what? Like, who's asking you to do this, Bob? Who wants you to do Ice Spice? No one. Literally, well, I don't know, maybe not literally no one, but basically no one. I am completely off the reservation on this one in terms of requests, suggestions, etc. That's kind of the point, honestly. For those of you who are unfamiliar with my channel, I have been doing this journey through hip-hop for the last almost 2 years now, where I've been listening to a full album every week, doing a reaction to it, spending time with the album each week, presenting an additional thoughts video a couple days later to just kind of share my experience with the album. It's been fantastic. I love hip-hop now, big fan of hip-hop, listen to it daily. But what has happened in that journey has been interesting, because as I went from being completely out of my element and not really comfortable with hip-hop to starting to settle in, to kind of figuring out what I like and don't like, to identifying my favorite artists, to learning about production, etc., you know, people keep suggesting different albums based off of the responses I've had to different music, which makes sense, right? I mean, that's just how it goes. But in that, I get suggested things mostly that people think I'll like or that are important to hip-hop, etc., which also makes sense. But having that lane of suggestions has also pulled me away from other suggestions. And so you get into this weird thing where I feel like what has happened is the fans of the channel that have followed the channel and watched me grow as a hip-hop fan have kind of, it's almost started to feel like, okay, we've converted him. Now he's got to only listen to this. In a sense, not entirely, but in a sense. And I don't think that has happened, you know, intentionally or by any malicious nature, but it's just kind of the nature of the beast when it comes to these things, as people suggest albums and talk about how important they are, etc. So Ice Spice came out, and I remember, you know, a couple months back, this little EP dropped, and everyone was talking about it for a while, and nobody suggested it to me, nobody recommended it, whatever. And I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. And there's been some other artists that are big that I've never heard, never listened to for the same kind of thing. And I was like, you know what? The other day, it just kind of popped in my head. I want to do the Ice Spice album. Just want to check it out. And it was funny because this morning in Discord, I started talking about how I was going to do it. And this whole thing like blew up about, you know, she's not that good, but she's brand new. Yeah, but so-and-so's better. And like, it just back and forth, right? The whole thing of what's good music versus it's fun music versus it's trash, like just all these opinions. And I felt like this evil little like witch in the back just stirring the pot the whole time, right? But the whole breakdown in Discord, the whole just back and forth conversation between everybody and their opinions, it was kind of interesting in that I feel like we as fans, as listeners to music, take something as simple as listening to music and deciding whether we like it or not and make it a little too complicated. You know, it doesn't matter who likes what. As long as you enjoy it, then listen to it. And if you don't enjoy it, don't listen to it. It really is that simple. And with me specifically, you know, now that I am a fan of hip hop, every week I'm getting recommended all these albums, and you know, almost every week I listen to something that I feel is phenomenal. But in that, I've kind of lost one of the things that I love about the channel, which is being dropped into something completely new, something I don't know, I'm unfamiliar with, because that to me is fun. And a big part of the channel for me and this whole exploration is trying to find music that is new to me, different to me, challenging to me. I don't know if Ice Spice is going to challenge me. I have no idea, but I just want to try it out. So there you go. There's my long-winded explanation as to why I'm doing this instead of Earl Sweatshirt or XXXTentacion or the hundreds of other albums that I'm supposed to be reacting to, right? I've gone rogue. For this video, I'm going to do a couple of things that are a little different. I'm going to do a single called No Clarity. Apparently that one was kind of like fairly popular. That dropped before the EP. The EP itself is really short. It's like 16 minutes or some shit. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do No Clarity, the EP, and then I'm going to do a reaction to all the music videos. Now, I don't really expect there to be like, I don't know why I don't expect this. I think I've seen little snippets here and there. I don't expect there to be a lot of high artistic value in the videos, but who knows? Who knows? I've been surprised before when I go into a video expecting one thing and then it turns out to be different. However, for the video reactions, the music videos, that will be Patreon only. So I'll go through the album. When I get to the end, when it's time to go to the videos, I'll cut that off of the YouTube edit. So if you're watching on YouTube, if you want to support my channel, Patreon's $2. There's over 100 uncut album reactions on there. If you're interested in that, I appreciate it. Cool. If not, no worries. I don't like doing video reactions on YouTube because there's already copyright claim because of music, but then when you put the video in there, they also claim image. And then the video, my video gets blocked because I'm watching all this shit. And so it's just way too annoying. I have to blur out the video and cut out all this crap. And so I'm just going to leave that part Patreon only. And that's why. Plus, it's an incentive to try and nudge people, you know, to drop $2 in the bucket. Anyway, Ice Spice. I know nothing about the girl. I know she's kind of blew up this year. The EP dropped, I think it was the beginning of this year. I don't like this cover. I don't like the cover. There's two reasons. One, I don't really like it. But two, it kind of like brings me back to a moment of shame back in my teenage years because I was a teenager in the 90s and playing PlayStation 1, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, low polygon count, pointy missile boobies, right? And I just remember being, however old I was, playing this game, seeing the cover and all this shit, and just going, like, this shouldn't work for me. You know, like, this is low graphics, and like, this girl, this digital girl shouldn't, like, stir me, but she does. So when I see that cover, it reminds me of the covers to the old Lara Croft games. And then I'm reminded of my own personal shame. All right. That's enough. 7 minutes to open up. All right, let's get to work. So I'm going to do, what happened here? I got it set. Okay, No Clarity first. We'll do this first. It's produced by Riot USA. First time ever hearing Ice Spice. So I want to start with this and we'll drop into the EP and then we'll do the music. Here we go. All right. No Clarity. First time listening. Let's check it out. Also, all of these songs are really short. So I think I'm just going to let them play from beginning to end, and I'll talk about them at the end. If I can actually press the play button. There we go.
Stop playing with him, Riot. You did me dirt, cause what did I do? Like, I fucked on your bro. Like, I cannot choose, no love in a smooch. Bitch, I am the one, so how can I lose? Like, I'm gonna have bitch like a hammock. I'm doing me, she cannot stand it. He see me in person and panic. He know that I'm bad and I'm rude. It get hot, so I'm keeping my cool. And he like how I get in my mood. So why would you fuck with my mental? After all that I told you I've been through. Spring on that bitch like a hammock. I'm doing me, she cannot stand it. Can't fuck with a nigga that stay in the likes of a bitch I don't like. She must be a bait, cause you always bite. That shit get me tight. And it's not okay when you try to hurt me. When we fucking off perky. We both from the Bronx, so I know that you dirty. How you do me like that? When I fought you fight back. Thought you knew I was a bully, never understood me fully. They should've named me Pressure.
So I'm hesitant here because in Discord they were talking about, you know, there's so much shit going back and forth. Like at one point, with this discussion this morning about Ice Spice and, you know, if she's good, if she's not, whatever, right? At one point, someone said, you know, I'd much rather just listen to Drake and blah blah blah, and then someone else responded, are we literally comparing her to an artist that has one of the biggest careers in the history of hip hop? Like, it's absurd, right? It was all over the place. But I remember somebody saying No Clarity was one of her better songs. No expectation coming in, so I'm really off balance. Yesterday I was listening to VooDoo by D'Angelo for the first time. So clearly a very different sound. I've been listening to the new Metallica album this morning, and I was listening to Rush. Like, no palate cleanser, no preparation at all. So I'm very kind of just like off base right now, all right? And for those of you who've never seen my channel before, this is kind of normal when I drop into somebody completely new. So no real response here. I don't want to say anything like necessarily good or bad, really. I feel rather neutral. Let's go through some of these lyrics. Did me dirt. I fucked on ya. I cannot choose No Love and a Smooch. I don't know how much. I really didn't listen to the lyrics too much. So I was trying to kind of get into the production. One thing I felt with the production was I wanted more bass. I don't know if my shit, usually my shit's pretty loud, but I didn't feel like it was hitting that hard on the bass. He sees me in person in panic. He know that I'm bad and I'm rude and get hot, so I'm keeping my cool. You was my heart, so I let you. Why would you fuck with my mental after all that I told you I've been through? You was my heart, so okay. Song's no clarity. Would violate, but that was the old me. You would have thought I miss you, but you was a thought. It's an issue. I always have enjoyed the term thought. That hoe over there. It's a great term. Great term. You did me dirt. Okay, we're gonna leave no clarity as it is. We're gonna drop into the EP. No strong opinions. Let's keep rolling and see what happens. So this is the first track off the EP. It's called In a Mood. I think it's supposed to be In Her Mood. I don't know what in her mood. Anyway, let's drop in. Track 1 off of Light. Let's see how it goes.
Stop playing with them, Riot. Like damn, she in her mood. 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 She lit, get money too. Like damn, she in her mood. In the mirror, I'm doing my dance. Ain't packing out nobody's pants. He a rapper, but don't got a chance. Sucking my waist, so I'm loving my bands. Like 1 million views in a day. There's so many ways to get paid. I tried dipping, he begged me to stay. Babe, I'm not staying, I just wanna play. In the party,
I like the bass there.
Big boobs in the bus, they plump. She a baddie, she knows she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend. They like ice, how you always stay hot. Oh, they mad cause I keep making bops. Oh, she mad cause I'm taking her spot. If I was bitches, I'd hate me a lot. Like damn, she in her mood. Like damn, she in her mood. And I'm proud that I'm still getting bigger. Going viral is getting them sicker. Like what? Let's keep it a buck. Bitch too boring, I'm stuck in a rut. Lamborghini wrong when I hop at the truck. Pretty bitch like Lauren with a big ass butt. Yup, pretty face and a waist all gone. And I'm making them wait, hold on. And I'm making them wait, hold on.
I like this right here, the bass
wait,
hitting.
Hold on. Like damn, she in her mood. Like damn, she in her mood.
Okay. All right. I can see why people weren't recommending it to me. I don't hate it. I'm not loving it. But one of the things that people were saying in terms of the fans of Ice Spice, they were saying it's just fun music. And I can kind of get that. I honestly, usually when I'm wearing my headphones, it works better. I kind of want to do it without headphones. Like, I feel like this would sound better if the music was all around me rather than just here. Like, I want to feel the bass blasting. You know, I want my pant legs to flap like bombs are going off in the distance type of thing. Interesting. Let's peek through. I mean, the lyrics aren't exactly, complex. They're pretty straightforward, right? Stuck in my ways, so I'm loving my bands, like 1 million views in a day, so many ways to get paid. Which, I guess going viral, I don't know how her career kind of took off, but, going viral and shit like that. There was verse 2, right? She's something about that. Going viral is getting them sicker. Like, what? Let's keep it a buck. Bitch is too boring. Got him stuck in a rut. Okay. I'm not staying. I just want to play in the party. He just want to rump. Big boobs and the butt stay plump. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on. This is called Princess Diana, which one of the videos is with Nicki Minaj, of all people, for like the remix. Oh, there's 2 of them. There's 2 versions. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm confused. There's 2 versions on this EP. This is Princess Diana without Nicki Minaj. I guess I'll do that one, and then I'll skip over the other one, and I'll just do that one when it's the music video, I suppose. That makes sense? Yeah, let's try that. All right. Let's do Princess Diana. Check it out. Produced by Riot USA as well. I'm assuming that's the same production throughout. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay.
Stop playing with them, Riot. Like, keep it a stack. Bitches move on cause they know I got bands. They be chatting, I don't give a damn, and I'm still getting money, I know who I am. Tryna be low, he gon' hit on my gram. If he smart, he gon' act like a fan. Think Thinking you bigger, they got your head gas. Bitches slow, so I give them a pass. Like, keep it a stack. Bitches move on cause they know I got bands. They be chatting, I don't give a damn, and I'm still getting money, I know who I am. Wanna be me, so she do my emotes and my name in her mouth, so I bet she gon' choke. Tell her, man, I'm the girl of his dreams. Think about me when he brushing his teeth. He keep texting, I'll leave him on scene. Hottest bitch out, and they know what I mean. Like, keep it a stack. Bitches move on cause they know I got bands. They be chatting, I don't give a damn, and I'm still getting money, I know who I am. Tryna be low, he gon' hit on my gram. If he smart, he gon' act like a fan. Thinking you bigger, they got your head gas. Bitches slow, so I give him a pass. I know he want me, his bitches are lame, and she making a year what I spend on the chain. Making it rain, doing my thing. And I'm young, still getting money, my pockets is chubby, nothing was the same. Taking your boo, making it move. Like flexing on niggas and bitches addicted. Fiending for me how they usually do. Like, keep it a stack. Bitches move on cause they know I got bands. They be chatting, I don't give a damn, and I'm still getting money, I know who I am.
Huh. Huh. I really don't know how I feel. I'm kind of thinking about some of the different things people were saying in the chat this morning, and you know, people were talking about her flow. I'm fine with her flow. There was one thing too, you know, this need to compare everybody to all these other artists that are out there, of course, right? And I don't know if that's just a hip hop thing or what, but it's other people that were fans were saying, look, you know, she's new. You got to give her time, which makes sense. Like if you go back to a lot of these artists, you go back to some of their earlier stuff, it's not as refined as it is now, you know? Like if you listen to the first Tyler album and then you listen to The Estate Sale, it's almost like two different artists, right? Very different. I'm fine with the flow. I'm not too grabbed by the production. The production to me the production isn't really grabbing me, unfortunately. And then lyrically, you know, it just kind of is what it is. She's not, I don't think she's trying to go for anything super complex or emotional or storytelling, right? She's just kind of doing her thing, right? Well, there was a line about he's thinking about me when he's brushing his teeth. And it's so specific, it makes me think there's a meaning to it. But then I think, well, now I'm just overthinking it. It's just a line, right? Like it doesn't mean anything. Thinking about me when he's brushing his teeth. To her, man, I'm the girl of his dreams. Thinking about me when he's brushing his teeth. I don't think there's any hidden meaning there. I think that's it. It's just that. But I keep wanting to like twist it into something because my brain's trying to like pull stuff from the lyrics. Okay, you know, I don't fucking hate it. I'm not thrilled, but I don't hate it. Let's move on to, see, there's two versions. I'm on the 7-song version. I think Princess Diana is with Nicki Minaj. I think that's just the same track, right? Let's move on to Gangsta Boo with Lil TJ, produced by Riot USA Mario Winans. And Gangsta Boo is actually one of the members of 3 6 Mafia, who I really enjoyed when I was listening to Mystic Styles. I thought she was great. Honestly, she was my favorite one out of the group. I think she died recently also. So let's see. I wonder if there's like a nod to Gangsta Boo on this. I don't know. Let's go. Let's drop in. Track 4 is Gangsta Boo. Well, at least track 4 on this. I'm going to skip over this other Princess Diana with Nicki Minaj.
Stop playing with them, Riot. A baddie gon' get what she like. So what's your sign? Cause I like you. Got a place we can stay for the night, but I'm too shy to invite you. You got a gangsta vibe, and I want a gangsta boo. One of a dangerous kind. I'm trying to see how a gangsta move. You never worry about no exes.
Nice hit.
On my body, I'm the bestest. Diamonds keep dancing on my necklace. Bitch, stay mad just like the rest is. On 4 my drip was the same. Hit up Benny when I need a chain. Made it out soon as I got fame. Walking past and they yelling my name. Damn, like they going cool.
I like this. I like it when the bass is hit.
I like it when you call me boo. Babe, I just wanna do what you do. Fuck your thoughts, I'm taking a spot. Bitches know that I am what they not. I'ma help you get back at the ops. Babe, can I come when you spinning they block? And I swear that you be on my mind. Yeah, I'm living for you, I make time. Niggas waiting, you skipping the line. I was debating on making you mine. And you fly, I could tell by your belt. And you make with the cause you was dope. By my side, then you taking no L. He all like, damn, I see you making me melt. Got a man, but I hope you don't
I like the hit. I like the hit.
Taking that risk, but you know I'm not scared. What he think he know shit isn't fair.
I don't think you should play with me. Cause you gon' end up like the last side. I'm a thug off from drugs and my homies in love before rap. I was playing the back box. I don't know if I'm high, just 2 box. But just shit look like you got ass shots. Treat that bitch like the ops when the boy try to slide and he see me, I'm giving a back shot. I'm like,
good tear through there.
I'm a gangster, I keep it legit. I gon' hold told you I told her some secrets, so she know I be on that shit. Told her not too much, know what you know. That's when she told me, daddy, I'm zip. If the boys ever try to compress me, I'ma tell them no out of English. And together we sound like British. They can't do it like you and they wish. Fuck the ops, so you ready for beat? So you know what to do with the. See, I bottom four to go quick. Like who next tryna go on my list? If you throw it before we go, how many of them finna go on my spliff?
I can only imagine what it looks like to watch this bald old man sit here mildly confused as to what's going on. Oh shit, I didn't pause it. My bad. Lil TJ, I think he did well through here. He did well. I was cool with that. Good flow. I like, he's got like a rapid fire style going through there. I think a big part of me too, you know, I like the hit on that one. I like the production a little bit more on that one. Lyrically, you know, we're 3 or 4 in now. Lyrically, all pretty much kind of the same thing being said. You know, she's making the other bitches jealous, and the guys all want her. Which, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. It's not like I was expecting to fucking To Pimp a Butterfly or anything from this. So far, I'm on the side of not really into it. As you guys could probably tell, what I'm really wrestling with is just trying to listen for what it is. You know, don't close off my brain. One thing that somebody said, I don't remember exactly how they said it, but basically they said, if you like this, but you still hate Drake, you're just a Drake hater. Which I pretty much borderline Drake hater, in the Drake hater territory. I'm just not really into Drake. I need to do more albums by him, but I'm not really into what he does. I feel like with Ice Spice, I'm willing to give her a bit of a pass because she is new and she's just doing her thing. And so one of the things that it tends to put me off with Drake is, and I don't know, sometimes I give him too much of a standard to try and clear, but like sometimes he gets a little whiny and it's like, dude, you can't spend most of the album bragging about how you've got all these bitches and all this money and you're world famous and blah, blah, blah. And now you're sad because you're a little bit lonely because you spent the whole night out at the strip club and now you don't have a girlfriend. Like, what do you want? You know, no apologies here. So I like that. It's just, you know, it is what it is. In terms of like connecting with the music, you know, content wise, thematically, I don't really relate to this as much. I'm not making other bitches jealous and stealing their men from them. Doesn't happen too much for me. So let's move on to track 5, which is Actin A Smoochie, which I don't know what the fuck that means. Produced by Riot USA. I accidentally started rolling with it. Let's drop in. Actin A Smoochie.
Stop playing with them, Riot.
Baddie, he making me thicker. Robert's hard, bitches a sticker. I can be falling in love with a nigga. Pockets were small, they got bigger. You did me wrong, what I do? Acting a smoochie when I'm off the liquor. Showing my thong, going cool. Throwing it back and I watch him get bigger.
I am going to pause right here because I want to know what actin a smoochie means. New York slang term used more frequently by drill rappers. Another word for treesh? Treesh? Hoe or thought. Okay. Okay. Ice Spice and other rappers use this term to describe a hoe, referring back to her on the Radar freestyle. I'm a smoochie, like you cannot change me. Okay, so acting a smoochie is acting a hoe. Faux show.
Baby, I watch how I move. Bitches, they see me, don't know what to do. Like, baddie, I get in my mood. Nigga, munchie, he eat me like food. Damn, he eating it up. Kitty on water, he beating it up. On fire, heating it up. Bitches be dirty, I'm cleaning them up. You did me wrong, what I do? Acting a smoochie when I'm off the liquor. Showing my thong, going cool. Throwing it back and I watch him get bigger. Throwing it back, put it right in his face. He like how it tastes. He grabbing my waist. Got him itching to stay. He the bank and I'm making him chase. I'm a baddie, I'm having my way. Nigga, a munchie so we cannot date. He a eater, I'll make sure he ate. No, you cannot have your boo back. If I'm shooting my shot, he gon' shoot back. I'm on his head like a do-rag. Shitting on bitches, I do that. Shitting on bitches, my hobby. Body too crazy, they all on my body. Like, all my body. Like, going cool. Throwing it back and I watch him get bigger.
I'm starting to settle into this a little bit. I'm starting to settle in, surprisingly. I mean, that's kind of a shitty thing about such a short EP is there have been albums in the past where it's my first time listening to the artist. I'm not familiar with their sound, their style. I remember Ab-Soul, Control System. I remember it took me a little while to settle into that one. I ended up enjoying it, but it does take a little while sometimes. And it's kind of ironic that this is the song with the least amount of listens on Spotify, and so far I've probably enjoyed that one the most. She's at least making me laugh pretty good through that one. And I am starting to get used to the sound a little bit. So let's keep going. I think Actin A Smoochie is one of the videos. Jesus. I can only imagine what the music video is going to be. I can only imagine what it's going to be with Nicki Minaj. I'm going to have to like get a box of tissues to help capture my tears from crying, from laughter, of course. That would be the only thing, right? The tissues. All right, track 6 is called Bikini Bottom, produced by Riot USA. Let's jump in. Let's check it out.
Stop playing with them, Riot.
How can I lose if I'm already
Nice
chose?
hit.
Like, if she feeling hot, then I make
I like this like little electronic guitar sound.
The party not lit, then I'd rather not go. If she feeling hot, then I make that bitch frozen. I get a bitch tired every time that I post. Damn, it's not bad, they be on my ass. I could hear you hating from the back. Balenciaga baddie got a bag. Nigga Munch ain't ate it from the back. Nigga cleaning, gotta play it cool. Got the zaddy, I'ma make a move. Breaking records, then I'm breaking news. Bitch be pressed, like who you? I get whatever I like. Bitch won't bark, but they wanna bite. I got 2 million for using a mic, bitch. Think about that when you type. She wanna party with spice, and the body gon' eat. Bon appetit, ass on fat with the waist on sleep. Ginger hair, pretty con beat. Flow the nicest, but I'm rude. I like niggas, bitches too. Ayo baddie, what it do? Ayo Maddie, what it do? How can I lose if I'm already chose? Like,
Okay.
if she feeling hot, then I make that bitch frozen. I get a bitch tired every time that I post. Damn.
I kind of like the little like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. Sounds like a guitar that's been ran through a filter, digitized heavily, and etc. Okay, yeah, all right. You know, I feel like I'm repeating myself because I literally just said this not even 2 minutes ago. But yeah, I'm starting to kind of settle in. I don't know if I'm going to come back to this, you know, but the awkwardness that I felt about 30 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago has gone away. And now I'm feeling a lot more comfortable with the sound, which is nice because when I do the music videos, I think I'm going to feel uncomfortable again. So it'll be nice to already be familiar with the music. Let's check out the final track off of Like. It's called Munch. I'm sure it's a very intellectual little ditty. Here we go, track 7. Produced by Riot USA. I kind of don't like that the producer tag is always in the front.
Nigga eat it, he ate it for lunch. Bitch on my body, I get what I want. Like, you thought I was feeling you? That nigga Munch. Nigga eat it, he ate it for lunch. Bitch on my body, I get what I want. Like, bitch stay balanced, keep it a beam. Know they be mad, I be on the scene. Ass too fat, can't fit in a jean. Use my stitch, but it's not what it seems. I got that ready, I'm keeping it clean. Fucking with niggas that's toting a beam. Saying you love me, but what do you mean?
I like the flow here.
Like that I'm mean.
When she's going quickly.
If you ain't a baddie, can't sit with me. I swear that these bitches my mini-me's.
I gotta see, what is a munch? What does that mean? Munch is New York slang for a man who performs oral sex on women. Okay. He's a munch. All right. I mean, it makes sense, right? I would define munch as like just an eater or somebody that's like obsessed with you, or it could be a hater. Either way, they're still obsessed with you. Oh, okay. So that's a quote from her from an interview in October. That's kind of nice to know that it could also be a hater. That's 2 different ways. Okay. So I think this is the negative version of the word here.
Grabbing my ass while I'm doing my dance. She keep on staring cause shorty a fan. Damn. Gotta stick to the plan. He mad as fuck, I won't give him a chance. But still he gon' do what I say. I swear I be stuck in my ways. But still he gon' do what I say. I swear I be stuck in my ways. You thought I was feeling you? That nigga Munch. Nigga eat it, he ate it for lunch. Bitch on my body, I get what I want.
Well, there we go. I guess I gotta produce a final verdict, don't I? Because I've been sitting here more or less dodging whether or not I'm going to say if I like it or dislike it or what have you. I'm still honestly more comfortable with the sound, more comfortable with what she's doing. I kind of get a kick out of her in the sense of there's just a lot of, you know, just fuck it. Whatever. Just talking shit. You know, no surprise, nothing like wildly offensive, nothing, overly intricate, just kind of, I was going to link it back to the whole, fun music. And if people are into a song where, you're just talking shit, there you go. I mean, overall, not really into it. Probably no surprise there. But what's the real question? Because the real question is, would you listen to it again? That's always the bar. I don't know if I would. But I also don't think I'd get cranky if somebody put it on. And what I've got like 4 fucking thought patterns going on right now. I'm trying to kind of bring over how I felt about Die Lit, even though this is obviously a very different sound. But I did feel some minor similarities in the sense of, especially with her voice, you almost kind of just let it all blend together. It's not a song that you pay attention to. It's not a song that you study the lyrics to understand what's going on. Like, obviously that is not the case. It is more of just a vibe. You put it on, you enjoy it, and that's it. That's it. Which I can see why people get cranky about that, because you could call that a shallow experience if you want to, but whatever. Well, there you go. There's Ice Spice. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to do like a additional thoughts review type thing for this. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to go back. I probably will listen to it a couple more times just because it's so short. It's easy to do. Okay. Well, there you go. If you're on YouTube, this will be the end. There's Ice Spice. I feel like I just sat through that. I'm just mildly confused the whole time. Although I was cracking up quite a bit towards the end, because once I figured out kind of her style of just, we're just going to talk shit, then yeah, it's fun. So I can kind of understand what people are talking about with it just being fun. Just fun to listen to, fun to fuck around with. It's not serious. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to focus or pay attention. You just put it on. Probably sounds pretty good in the car. You're with your friends. You're out having a good time. Like, who gives a shit? Music does not always have to be serious. And this is why I wanted to listen to this, because I think with my audience and my community, who is great, I really do enjoy everything about them and the suggestions they've made and so on. But that group of people, tend to take music too seriously, just too seriously. And music so often, I think for the most part, that community are in the minority. I think for the most part, people just listen to music to have something fun to listen to, and they're not too worried about taking it seriously. They just fucking enjoy it, and that's it. So there you go. Okay. All right, let's move on to the music videos now. Oh my God. I can't wait. I can't wait to see the comments of people going, Bob, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you wasting your time listening to this? You could have did a fucking real reaction. It is important to sometimes, push the boundaries a little bit. And sometimes it's good to do things that people don't want you to do, because it's just fun, I know I've said that over and over again, but really that's all it boils down to. You gotta just have fun sometimes. You try new shit. And something, if those of you who are still here, if you're still watching at the end, I wish it would be the people who don't want to see this, because they're not going to be watching at the end, right? They're probably not going to watch the video at all. But I do think it's important to not like, it's important to suggest stuff I'm going to be into, obviously. And it's important to tell me I got to listen to these classics for these reasons, obviously. But I also think it's important to not shelter from stuff that might be considered bad, stuff that I might not be into. I'm not saying that this is bad. I am saying I'm not really into it, which is probably no real surprise, but I think there is value in a reaction where, oh shit, I'm a little uncomfortable. I'm not really into it. Like, I feel like, especially since I'm willing to be open and honest with how I feel about the music I'm listening to, if I only listen to stuff that I love, yes, the music is good, and so that is an important part, but it kind of gets boring a little bit in a sense, like, a guy listening to an album for the first time that he's going to love because it's been curated perfectly for him, and so there's no surprise as to his reaction, that kind of thing. It's okay for me to listen to something where I go, Because in terms of entertainment, there's probably a little bit more there. My son has told me multiple times he loves my reaction to If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. The one where I'm just shitting all over the album. He says it's my best one. He says it's my best video. Because it's just different, right? And not that I want to come out and shit on things. I'm obviously trying to be just respectful here, but it's okay. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to necessarily be sheltered or protected or no, we can only listen to the things that are really, really good. While the good things are important, it's okay to experience shit that isn't necessarily the highest quality either, because it does help with understanding what makes some of the great albums so great, you know? And it just shows the range too. Range is good. Perspective, it calibrates the perspective. Anyway. Okay, well, there you go. There's some Ice Spice reaction. Closing thoughts overall. Yeah, sure. I am honestly, while this fucking uploads and stuff, I am gonna put it on again. I'm gonna listen to it again. Maybe I will actually do an additional thoughts review thing for it. Maybe I will, because it's super short, easy to listen to. I kind of like the one with Nicki Minaj. Honestly, it is kind of growing on me a tiny bit after a couple listens to two songs. Or repetitive listens. I'm just going to shut up. I'm not even saying words anymore. All right, guys. We'll see ya.